Imagine a world without the shrill beeps and buzzing of alarm clocks. A world where waking up wasn't dictated by a digital device, where the start of your day depended entirely on ingenuity, nature, and sometimes sheer luck. Humans have had to devise ways to rise on time without the convenience of modern alarms. The story of how people woke up before clocks is a fascinating tale of creativity, social structure, and sometimes downright strange inventions. In ancient civilizations, time was read not from devices, but from the environment itself. The rising sun dictated schedules for farmers, merchants, and even kings. People relied on their bodies, attuned to the patterns of daylight, to wake at the right hour. The first alarm, in a sense, was the sun itself, casting light through windows or across fields to signal that it was time to start work. Yet this method was unreliable. Cloudy days, changing seasons, or nocturnal labor made the natural alarm insufficient. The ingenuity of humans soon led to mechanical solutions. Ancient Egyptians, around 1500 BC, invented the water clock, or clepsydra, a device that measured time by the flow of water from one container to another. Some of these early clocks even had mechanisms that would strike a sound once a specific amount of water had drained, effectively serving as an alarm. It's fascinating to imagine a pharaoh's servant being roused not by the sun, but by the gentle trickle of water and a mechanical noise signaling it was time to rise. In ancient Greece, the philosopher Plato is credited with devising a more sophisticated version of the water clock. He reportedly used it to signal the beginning of lectures at his academy. Water clocks became increasingly complex, sometimes equipped with whistles, gongs, or mechanical birds to announce the hour. This shows that the desire to structure human life and enforce punctuality predates our modern obsession with time by millennia. Meanwhile, in medieval Europe, monasteries played a crucial role in refining the art of waking. Monks needed to pray at precise hours, so they relied on bell towers, often rung manually by other monks. The sound of bells would travel across villages, waking entire communities. In a sense, these religious alarm systems were the predecessors of municipal public clocks, which later became essential in towns and cities as schedules became more formalized. Other cultures approached the challenge differently. In China, people employed night watchmen who would patrol the streets and wake residents at the correct hour. Some used wooden clappers, drums, or lanterns to ensure people adhered to curfews and early morning routines. This social system shows how waking up wasn't always a solitary act, it was a community affair. Dependent on both human ingenuity and societal structures, with the rise of the Industrial Revolution, the need for punctuality in factories and offices increased. People could no longer rely on natural cues or communal sounds alone. The first mechanical alarm clocks, appearing in the 15th and 16th centuries, were designed to address this need. These clocks often featured a bell or hammer mechanism set to a desired hour, allowing individuals to rise reliably for work. They were expensive and rare at first, symbols of status as much as utility. But they marked a turning point in the human relationship with time. By the 19th century, the alarm clock became more accessible to the general public. Innovations like the screw-setting mechanism allowed users to set precise wake-up times. Some even included multiple alarms or repeaters to ensure the sleeper was roused. During this period, waking up on time became intertwined with productivity, discipline, and the moral expectation of punctuality, a shift from the more fluid relationship humans had previously had with the day. Yet humans didn't rely on mechanical devices alone. Animal behavior often served as a natural alarm system. Roosters, trained dogs, or even geese were employed as living timekeepers, signaling dawn or alerting households to the hour. In rural societies, this method remained dominant well into the 19th and even 20th centuries, particularly where clocks were scarce or unaffordable. These living alarms were unpredictable yet reliable in their own way, blending human ingenuity with the natural world. Some methods were downright inventive and surprising. In 19th century London, a company employed knocker-uppers, individuals who went from house to house, tapping windows with long sticks to wake workers on time. This human alarm service ensured punctuality in densely populated urban areas before alarm clocks were common. Imagine sleeping soundly, only to be gently or sometimes harshly roused by a neighbor's tapping at your window. It's a quirky and somewhat absurd chapter in the history of waking up, but one that highlights human adaptability. As we moved into the 20th century, technology continued to evolve. Spring-driven mechanical alarm clocks became mass-produced and affordable. Radio alarms emerged, waking listeners not with a bell, but with music and news, transforming the act of waking into an experience rather than a chore. These devices reflected not only the technological innovations of the time, but also changes in social behavior and daily routines. Today, digital alarms, smartphones, and apps dominate our waking rituals. We set multiple alarms, use vibrations, choose favorite songs, or even employ smart devices that simulate sunrise. But every modern convenience traces its lineage back through centuries of ingenious problem-solving. The modern alarm clock, in all its sophistication, owes its existence to water clocks. Bells, watchmen, and knockers up, and to humanity's enduring desire to control the start of each day. The history of waking up before alarms is more than a story of gadgets. It's a story of human adaptation, resourcefulness, and the way society structured daily life. From natural cues to mechanical ingenuity, from religious rituals to industrial necessity, the quest to greet the day on time has shaped civilizations and continues to influence our lives today. Next time your smartphone rouses you from sleep, pause for a moment to appreciate the incredible history behind that simple buzz. You are, in a sense, participating in a millennial-long tradition of waking. From pharaohs and philosophers to monks and knockers up, each morning is a small tribute to human innovation and the timeless struggle to rise with the day.